Right, so welcome to episode 10. Today we're going to be making a bench. But because everybody's been overutilizing the Earth's resources, and we all got our carbon footprint there, we've decided to use scrap wood and show you that you can make a really cool bench out of absolute scrap. So over here you'll see that I have a pile of wood here, and it was supplied by a friend of mine, Byron, and we're basically going to show you how to paint and prep that so that your bench can look nice. We had a nautical theme for our sunroom, and so the bench will eventually be incorporated into the sunroom, and we'll show you that when we obviously finish the product. But our next step is to show you what you need to make the bench, and we're going to be showing you the bench already completed due to the fact that we have limited time to show you everything in this video. Right, so we're at our next step. We basically made the bench, but we haven't completed the bench in the fact that we still need the cosmetic part of it, and being a paint video, that's what we got to really show you. But in the process of making the bench, we did use two fantastic power tools. This jigsaw from Inco, it's got a 4-stage action pendulum, which was really great, worked beautiful, really fantastic product from Inco here. And something for all those guys that are going through a midlife crisis. If your wife wants to buy you something and make you feel like an absolute man again, there is nothing better than this cordless drill from Inco. I really abused the drill, trying to see if it would cope. It's got a 20-volt battery, and it's got a reverse action, forward action, and I was really astounded at what this little cordless drill done. Basically drilled in all the screws here, I drilled in all the holes to make this particular bench, and it was just a fabulous power tool, and for that reason I'd love to give this my Ginger Ninja seal of approval. Really great product, super from Inco. Right, but anyway, getting back to the basics here. So what we're going to be using today to do our bench, you'll see that I've taken the acrylic silicone here from Denbraven. I'm using that instead of a wood filler because we had quite a lot of indentations here that we had to fill with the acrylic silicone, and this was really great. Super product, dries real fast. I used my silicone gun to apply it, and basically you'll see all these areas where we had like a lot of gaps and that type of thing. The acrylic silicone just does great to fill those gaps, and then allows us to paint it later, not showing all those gaps. So we're going to be using our paint from A-Shack over here. That's their Cameo craft paint, and we're going to be painting this bench in a 2-part process, and we'll show you that, and then we'll show you the completed bench afterwards. So besides that, we used a little bit of screws here, a hammer, a screwdriver, and we're going to go ahead now and sand our bench so that it's ready for painting, and then we're going to go ahead and show you how to paint the bench. Right, so now that we're at our next step, and I basically purposely sanded in certain spots, and the reason why I've done that is I want that sort of distorted look when we're finished. We want that sort of, we're looking for like a piratey sort of bench, and that's why we've gone ahead and we've actually sanded some of the spots quite hardly, so that when we do the whitewash coat on it, we can get that nice sort of rough, rustic effect. Looks like it's weathered with the sea. We've gone ahead and we've also put a broomstick here, which we've covered in string, just to give that more sailor's sort of look to the bench. And we're using that Cameo paint from A-Shack, the craft paint, and the reason why we're using this product is because it's the only paint that can actually go on top of a varnish. So this bench was previously varnished because we use scrap wood, and you can't normally paint over varnish. You can't do that with any PVA or enamel. You will get bubbling, you will get problems, but this particular paint you can paint over a varnish, and that's why we've used this Cameo paint from A-Shack. So our next step is to whitewash the bench. So I've gone ahead and I've actually put my paint in the bucket here, and I've stirred, and I'm going to be using this Millennium Handy brush here from Academy Brushware. The reason why I like this is it's 100% synthetic brush, and it's nice and easy to clean. It's also a very easy, smooth brush when applying a paint, and we're using a craft paint here, and that's why that just works out super. So I've got this set here. It's a 3-piece set. You got your 25mm brush, your 38mm brush, and your 50mm brush, and we're going to just be using that today to apply paint. And it's very important to keep the bristle with very light paint on it. So we're going to be doing two colors today. I've got your sort of a turquoisey greeny color here, and I'm just going to be sort of going right over it and just giving it that sort of whitewashy look, not applying too much paint on it, just spreading it nice and thin and getting that sort of contrasting look that we want. Now I'm going to go ahead and paint this bench and then show you the before and after picture.